Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today we are trying out a Lissandra deck in Noxus. You'll notice here that we aren't running Swain together with Lissandra, even though Swain works pretty well. We're still going with Trundle because we want to be able to level up Lissandra every once in a while, and we're actually focusing on a unit that doesn't get a lot of play but actually got some support this expansion, and we're going to try him out. That unit is AUROK Glintthorn. So when we attack, we stun all damaged enemies. I actually initially started out with Swain, but like the two cards together, they kind of do the same thing, and so it's kind of redundant. Swain is stunning enemies once he levels up. AUROK Glintthorn is stunning enemies, so you don't really need both of them. And so I opted to rotate Swain out in favor of Trundle Lissandra. And like I said, there's a lot of support cards that were released that actually help AUROK Glintthorn and his ability here. So those two cards I'm talking about are Blighted Ravine and Ice Shard, and of course Lissandra, once she levels up, is going to be producing Ice Shards as well. So a 3-cost card that we can use before we attack. We injure all of our opponents' units that are on the board, and then we can get a pretty decent attack. We can pair this with Trundle and with the Ice Pillar, so if there's, by some means they put out another card, we can use the Ice Pillars of Vulnerable, granting to pull in that last opponent that's not getting stunned, and then get a really decent hit onto the enemy Nexus. This is not the most efficient Lissandra deck. You can still level her up because of the Ice Pillars, and then also she has her own Frozen Thralls or whatever, and then we also are running a full set of Captain Farron for some extra damage and reach at the end of the game, and for leveling up Lissandra. So as kind of a review of the deck before we really look into the gameplay, it's interesting for sure. It's not top tier by any means. It's kind of fun. It's got the surprise factor. A lot of people aren't expecting AUROK Glintthorn, and you can deal a lot of damage to the opponents and kind of control them with Blighted Ravine, Avalanche, Ice Shard. We've got Ravenous Flock, Three Sisters. But all in all, like, there are other decks, I think, that do what we're trying to do better. Swain decks in general, I think, are going to be better, but like I said, if you kind of want a surprise factor, if you want a little bit different way of playing Lissandra, this is definitely a deck for you. Yeah, not top tier by any means, but kind of an interesting deck. So anyway, we can go through the last few cards here. We're running Avros and Sentry, Kindly Tavern Keeper for healing. We've got also the Wording Stones and Catalyst of Aeons for mana ramp. And yeah, we're just trying to get to late game, damage our opponents, and then use AUROK Glintthorn to finish everybody else up. And that's about it. If you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we're going against an Ashe, Braum, and Anivia deck. This is a Targon Allegiance. Not Targon, Freljord Allegiance deck. Let's keep everything here. Decent curve. I got Lissandra. I don't mind this too much. Let's go ahead and play out our Avros and Sentry. And we got an attack. So yeah, we're sure to see the Avros and Outriders eventually. Going against this particular deck. Frostbites. Things like that. So let's see what he does. Nothing. I'm not going to play anything then. Let's go ahead and attack, and I'll probably end up just using Catalyst here. Start mana ramping. If he pulls in this guy, I can use Ravenous Flock potentially to kill him off.
Ashe, tell me a story.
Let me tell you about Avarosa.
Should we just put out Lissandra now?
Ages pass, yet I remain.
Probably just gonna use Three Sisters on the Ashe anyway.
We should be friends.
I'm gonna use Fury of the North. Can force her to do something as well here. At the very least, she should be injured. That's fine.
It is easy, see?
Alright, 7. Man, we do not have a very good play here. Got 2 Ravenous Flocks. Ice Shard.
Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, our play is pretty awful. We'll take the damage now. See if he wants to kill my Lissandra. Alright, doesn't go for it. Fine by me. Should we just play Captain Farron? Just go with Captain Farron, I guess. I'm gonna kill the Braum. And then I'm gonna kill the Ashe.
Fight another day.
Perfect. And I can get quite a bit of damage this next round, it looks like. And I've got 3 sisters to help protect myself as well. He's probably got frostbites, but...
Bring me the calm of an ice.
Alright, well, we tried, right?
Ice runs in our veins.
What do we want here?
Nothing escapes my watch.
Shh, there it is. Gotcha.
Light the signal fires.
AUROK Glinthoron's pretty good. Can't play both of those though, so we probably have to play this in 2 rounds. This is the strongest enemy, isn't it?
Warm hearts and hot soup.
I'm gonna be kind of non-committal here. I wanted to play like an Ashe or something. Okay. That's fine. We kill 3 of his units. He kills 1 of ours. Well, I guess we kill our own, but...
Chills up my spine.
Stuff AUROK.
Let us get
Rom.
This'll take the chill off.
Ice runs in our veins.
Catalyst. Not helping us too much here. Okay, let's go with AUROK Glinthoron.
Battle by
The problem with playing this is that he will just produce a Oro that's not going to be hurt.
a true Farron welcome.
He's down to 4 cards. What could he have? Let's go ahead and play Ice Shard. Got double Ice Shard, so we wanted to play something else. Kill this stupid thing if he's got it. Alright.
Save the homestead.
Come on, play something else. Alright, we can attack here.
Sends chills up my spine.
It is easy, see?
Ice runs in our veins.
There's Trundle. Finally makes an appearance.
We go where the warm mother
Let's go ahead and play our Trundle. We've got 8 damage. We just need to deal 5. at some point. We got 3 sisters as well, so
Show me your best.
pretty good spot here.
Let's talk about your dad.
Here, he's down to 2 cards. Yeah, we want to kill the Braum.
Stay safe. Pray for him.
There's a scent in the air.
Guess we'll save him.
Can't afford to miss.
Alright, we can play Ice Pillar this next round.
The
Rhyme Tusk Shaman's really annoying.
to me.
Ice Pillar into Avalanche. Kill all these guys. Alright, so if he puts down... What? How many cards has he got left? He's got 2 cards left. We have the attack phase. Okay.
This is our
We should be okay here. He has to attack too? Yeah, he has to attack too.
A little snowfall.
Let's clear out all of these guys.
Bow to your king. No retreat. Get ready for a beatdown.
What's he got here? Frostbites? Okay, that's fine. Force him to use it. And we'll go with Decimate. And we'll be getting our Frozen Throw finally. Might make it a little hard for him to
for my homeland.
attack. Alright. It's fine.
Endless war.
Go with Captain Farron. And our opponent surrenders finally. Alright, we beat it out of him.
Oops. Did I break
Beat it out of him in the end, finally. We're going against a Ezreal and a Heimerdinger deck. Let's see what we can do here. This should be kind of interesting. Shadow Isles. Shadow Isle. What's targeted spells and abilities from Shadow Isles? We're getting rid of AUROK Glintthorn. I think I might keep everything else, and the universe dictates I keep AUROK Glintthorn. And we have one of each of our 3-cost units. Alright, let's go ahead and play Avaros and Sentry if he's got a Vile Feast or a Mystic Shot, then we will take it.
In Avarosa's
Alright,
name.
let's attack. Death Ray, I don't like this card. I don't like people who main deck that card either. Doesn't make sense to me.
Signal fires.
X-Core Foundry. Let's play out our Wording Stones. See if we can keep this thing alive before... Guess he doesn't really need to do anything. Play Catalyst, I guess. We need to play at least one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. We're just gonna try to, mana ramp here, and he decides to use a gotcha. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't really matter a whole lot, I think. Trundle, Wording Stones. Just go for another Wording Stones. I think just it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna try to mana ramp as hard as we can here. Gonna heal up our Wording Stones. Okay, that's why we did it. But he's got the MK, whatever it is, and he'll probably use it here. Cost him 2 mana, but Death Ray MK2. Go ahead and attack and clear out his side of the board. What's Ezreal at? 5 of 6. He's almost leveled up, and we've not dealt any damage. And yeah, it's not really a lot that we can do here. Second Hexcore Foundry, and what do you know? We don't have very good cards to play. Go like this. We'll follow up with Lissandra here.
I will bury the world in ice.
And we know he's got the MK3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should be good, right? We're just drawing 3. It's a lot of cards. We just open attack. Say we develop. The chances he's got Ruination. Probably fairly likely. What does he want to draw? 24 to 23. We're going to start over drawing here, and it's going to mess up Vengeance? It's going to mess up, like, we haven't drawn really any of our card draw. 9 damage, which we cannot survive. Okay, so he has gone under, so we're going to deal as much damage as we can here. And we'll probably end up using 3 Sisters in some way. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we have to use this. I don't want to not have like damaging spells and abilities. We drew all 3 of our wording stones. So there's the Avalanche, and what are we discarding? Another 3 Sisters. So we've got the 3rd in our hand. Ezreal should be leveled up here. He must not have Ezreal yet, which is kind of funny because he's at 19 cards. So there's the Ezreal. He's down to 4 mana. Let's go ahead and play Ice Pillar, and we're going to follow this up with Captain Farron. And we probably are just going to replace Frozen Thrall since this is not our win condition. And again, kind of unfortunate, we get like the Decimates in hand, so there's not a lot we're going to be able to do here. He shouldn't have a lot of spells. I mean, does he have all 3? That is going to be amazing. He's got all of those in hand. Wow. Alright. Okay. Awesome. Lissandra does a really good job at countering Ezreal. So this is actually going to be really hard for him to get through. And we're probably just going to open attack here, and we're going to kill this Ezreal if we can. And he's going to be forced to use Frostbites and things, so. Lots of cards going away. Imagine he's got Frostbites. We've got Decimates though, so that helps quite a bit. Alright. Alright, we got enough to win now. We shouldn't have any healing. Shouldn't have enough healing, I mean. He's got 2 mana left. And we've got plenty of mana to play these cards. We got Lissandra out as well, so like he's not going to be able to deal really any damage to our Nexus. And he's forced to deal with the Captain Farron. And now he's just deciding to rope. Rope and rope and rope. Why is the timer not going?
This fall impedes
There,
all our
finally.
plans.
It seemed to take forever. Didn't get to play AUROK GLINTHORN, fortunately. Now we just gotta wait for the time to go out. Should pick up here. Yeah, Captain Farron actually was pretty oppressive this game. He's not running like a frostbite deck, so there's no frostbites, like, so he's forced to use, you know, the vengeance to kill Captain Farron, and then he sacrificed basically any other move that he could have done this game, and Lissandra is just keeping him from you know, dealing a whole bunch of damage with his Ezreal. It's, even if he had like burst speed spells there, you know, that only deals 1 to our Nexus, so it's not enough to really even do anything to us. So pretty cool. Lissandra is definitely a hard counter to Ezreal and all Ezreal decks, and that really just showcased it. Alright, we're going against a Shurima Allegiance deck, Buried Sundisk, more than likely, Renekton and Nasus, no Azir, which is kind of interesting. Let's keep 1 Trundle because we got the Weirding Stones. We don't really need to search for anything else. We got a decent turn 3 play. He doesn't have Azir coming out on turn 3. And then turn 4 we can play Trundle. So this guy's got a turn 4 play as well, which is a win, or sorry, a turn 5 play. So we're protected turn 4 from his Renekton. Generally turn 1 they play Buried Sundisk unless they have the Doomkeeper. Then they'll play Doomkeeper every once in a while if they've got it, just because it's representing 4 damage and fairly oppressive and deals a lot of damage. But he goes for Buried Sundisk, and yeah, we're just happy to pass there. And that's a little annoying. That is a little annoying. Honestly, I think we just go for Catalyst now over the Wording Stones. Roiling Sands is definitely going to be an issue going forward. Alright. We almost have to play this in case he's got Renekton, right? I actually think we go for Kindly Tavern Keeper.
What will you have?
What a shame for you!
We deal damage to the Renekton if he's got it, and then we can follow that up with Ravenous Flock. So I think we have to go like this.
For our God!
I'm going to pass here, and there is a chance that we top deck some sort of damaging spell. Ice Shard, Avalanche. There's a decent chance. 3 Sisters.
What do you make of that? I'm not sure.
Alright, let's go for Trundle. We can protect Trundle. So I think we're fine with playing this.
Watch me!
We'll have to let that go. We're gonna pass here. Ruinous Path. Okay. I mean, we've drawn a lot of our units, which is interesting, actually. Wait, why didn't you always order that the other way, by the way? You always, like, there's no point in not ordering it the other way. Because then you draw what you want. I mean, I guess he's going to get it anyway, but still. Let's see, what do we want here? We did not draw very well. Let's go with the Wording Stones, and we can play Kindly Tavern Keeper as well. I don't think we attack because there's a good chance that he's got Shape Stone or whatever it's called. So we're just gonna pass here. We're okay playing the slow game. Once again, we've not drawn any of our damaging spells, landmarks. And there's the Blighted Ravine, so all these units have 3 health though.
I turn it like so.
Let's talk about your dad.
Actually, that doesn't really matter. We're just blocking the ones that have the most health, and if he's got Shape Stone, then we have to use 3 Sisters, so it's fine. We kill him anyway. I think Frostbite's just the right move. That kills our Wording Stones. Do we care?
It's always cold in the Freljord. You're in my kingdom now.
Go ahead and level up Trundle. This is really kind of non-committal here, so this gives them an opportunity to play something else. Let's go with the AUROK Glintthorn.
Buried a minute.
Again, there's a chance that we top deck.
One smack'll do.
A Avalanche or another Blighted Ravine.
Bow to your king.
Oh, our opponent surrenders. Alright, so there we go. We're just going to open attack there. I guess he just didn't draw his units that he wanted to. So we got our Glintthorn out, but we didn't really get to see him be useful. And yeah, I guess that was just enough for our opponent to surrender. I don't know, kind of weird. Please, okay. Please, Leona. I don't know. Let's see, Demacia Targon, but we don't have Lux, which I've seen in this sort of deck archetype. I'm gonna keep Ice Shard, Trundle, and Wording Stones. A nice turn 3 into turn 4 play here. And now we've got a pretty nice AUROK Glintthorn setup as well.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
Alright, we're gonna have to allow this 3 damage to hit us. We do have healing, so it's not the end of the world. Let's go with Wording Stones, and we drew every single one of our Trundles. I mean, that's good for once he's leveled up, I guess. We've got a decent mana ramp here, so by turn 7 we should be leveling up Trundle.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
3 Sisters. Let's see if he open attacks. 3 or 4 for the Leona. Wonder what he's going for here. Alright, so he doesn't have Leona, it looks like. We'll play Trundle this round, and that's about all we can do. If we really want, we can play Ice Shard.
Myself than ever.
pillar. And he's not attacking, so yeah, we're gonna end the round. Fine by me. Did we play AUROK? I wonder what he picked up. Let's go ahead and play AUROK Glintthorn. We can play Ice Shard here. We wanted to play something like Raven. And we get a pretty big hit, 10 damage. Okay, so he's got Leona, unfortunately, which is gonna stun AUROK Glintthorn. And we're gonna pass. He's got one Celestial card in hand, which we don't know what it is. We want it. Ooh, that's nice. We can kill 2 units with this. And he's just invoking up a storm here.
What's that one? And that one?
Gonna have to pass. I don't really have anything I can play but the Blighted Ravine, so... Ooh, I'm kind of glad that I didn't play that. That actually worked out really well. I don't know what he's got. Targon's Peak, maybe? Okay. I think we just attack here. I like taking this 10 damage, and we've got Noxus and Guillotine as well. Alright, we can use 3 Sisters here to keep him alive, or we could just put down a second Trundle. 4 to 1, 2 to another. He's using 5 mana. Do we protect him? You know what? I think we do. I think it's worth it. We can put down another Blighted Ravine here.
Better take cover.
This kind of prevents him from developing any more units while at the same... Whoa, okay. I don't know what that is. Alright. I would like to play Ice Pillar before he attacks. I'm not going to safety block this. We're just going to kill them. Okay. We kind of have to pass here. Unfortunately, don't have enough to play Ice Pillar now. But this guy's also kind of running out of time.
Stars have so much to tell us.
He needs a unit to play here or we can just win. Alright. So yeah, let's go with our Ice Pillar now. And if he has a way to take out our units, we've got another Trundle as a backup. So here comes out our Trundle leveled up. I wouldn't be surprised if he has some sort of obliterate spells.
Follow moon or sun, silly.
To shine like the sun, you must burn like it.
4 mana.
Glorious light rains down.
He stuns AUROK Glintthorn, but is that enough? I think we play Captain Farron here. We get the Decimates at the very least, so if he's got some sort... He's invoked a ton, so if he has any sort of Obliterate, like, we still have the Decimate wins. And he's not going to be able to take out all of our units. I wouldn't be surprised if he just surrenders. Alright, it was too much to ask.
We're Words are lost in the roar of the wind.
but he's still. I wish I could pull it.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, we're going to force him to trade into the Trundle here. Ooh, some healing. Yeah, he's invoking a lot.
Last light.
And we do have enough to win. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I mean, he's got a lot. If he's got like some big card and uses all of his mana, then we can pretty much win here. We've got healing ourselves too, so 6 in healing.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation.
But yeah, he knows we've got the decimates, so I mean, I'm just going to use this, and if he's got another star shaping, he's going to be forced to use it, so that's 5 mana.
Endless war.
What will you have?
Go ahead and heal our Captain Farron. Okay. Can he stop us? It's a good chance he can.
Bow to your king.
Actually, we're just gonna pull this down here.
For a beatdown.
We do more damage through these. And he just lets it go. A lot of damage there. A lot of healing on his side too. He ran the
I break some
Skelecorns or whatever, like anybody runs those. And we actually got to see AUROK Glintthorn do something there too, which is pretty cool.